आजच्या कार्यक्रमाचे प्रमुख अतिथी माननीय कुलपती महोदय यांचं आगमन झालंय. प्रमुख अतिथी प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर अशोक कोळसकर यांचे या ठिकाणी आगमन झालंय. माननीय राज्यपाल तथा कुलपती महोदय राधाकृष्णन यशवंतराव चव्हाण यांच्या पुतळ्याजवळ आता जात आहेत.
Honorable Governor and Honorable Chancellor Shri C.P. Radhakrishnan Sir has arrived near the statue of Yeshwantrao Chauhan.
ज्या थोर विभूतीच्या नावानं आपलं हे विद्यापीठ आज दिमाखात उभं आहे, त्या आदरणीय यशवंतराव चव्हाण जे या महाराष्ट्राचे पहिले मुख्यमंत्री होते, या महाराष्ट्राचे शिल्पकार होते, त्यांच्या पुतळ्याला माननीय कुलपती महोदय पुष्पगुच्छ अर्पण करत आहेत.
Honorable members are offering a bouquet of flowers to the statue of Honorable Yeshwantrao Chauhan, after whom this university has been named.
यशवंतराव चव्हाण महाराष्ट्र मुक्त विद्यापीठाच्या 30व्या दीक्षांत समारंभासाठी माननीय कुलपती महोदय राधाकृष्णन यांचं आगमन झालंय. त्याबरोबरच प्रमुख अतिथी प्रोफेसर कोळसकर साहेब यांचं इथं आगमन झालं आहे. विद्यापीठाचे माननीय कुलगुरू प्रोफेसर संजीव सोनवणे सर हे माननीय कुलपती महोदयांचं स्वागत करत आहेत. त्याबरोबरच प्रमुख अतिथी कोळसकर सरांचाही स्वागत करत आहेत. यशवंतराव चव्हाण यांच्या पुतळ्याला अभिवादन केल्यानंतर माननीय कुलपती महोदयांच्या समवेत प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर अशोक कोळसकर जे आजच्या कार्यक्रमाचे प्रमुख अतिथी आहेत, माननीय कुलगुरू महोदय प्रोफेसर संजीव सोनवणे यांच्या समवेत शामियानाच्या दिशेनं या सर्व प्रमुख पाहुण्यांचं आगमन होतंय. प्रोफेसर संजीव सोनवणे सर हे प्रमुख अतिथी कोळसकर साहेब, प्र कुलगुरू डॉक्टर जोगेंद्र सिंग बेसेन सर, त्याबरोबरच व्यवस्थापन मंडळ, विद्वत परिषद आणि नियोजन मंडळाच्या समितीचे सन्माननीय सदस्य तथा माननीय कुलसचिव आणि परीक्षा नियंत्रक यांचा परिचय माननीय कुलपती महोदयांची आता करून देत आहेत.
Honorable Vice Chancellor of YCMU, Professor Dr. Sanjeev Sonani sir, is introducing the Honorable Chief Guest, Pro Vice Chancellor sir, members of Board of Management, Academic Council members, Planning Board, Registrar and Controller of Examinations to Honorable Governor.
माननीय कुलपती महोदय यांच्या समवेत आजचे प्रमुख अतिथी प्रोफेसर कोळसकर सर, यशवंतराव चव्हाण महाराष्ट्र मुक्त विद्यापीठाचे माननीय कुलगुरू प्रोफेसर संजीव सोनवणे सर आपल्याला दिसत आहेत. त्याबरोबरच कुलगुरू बिसेन सर तथा व्यवस्थापन मंडळाचे, विद्वत परिषदेचे आणि नियोजन मंडळाचे सन्माननीय सदस्य, माननीय कुलसचिव, माननीय परीक्षा नियंत्रक, विविध विद्याशाखांचे संचालक, या सर्वांसमवेत शामियानाच्या ठिकाणी, कार्यक्रमाच्या ठिकाणी माननीय कुलपती महोदयांचं आगमन झालंय. या ठिकाणी माननीय कुलपती महोदयांचा सर्व सहकाऱ्यांशी माननीय कुलगुरू परिचय करून देत आहेत. त्यानंतर व्यवस्थापन मंडळ सदस्य, विद्वत परिषद सदस्य, नियोजन मंडळाचे सदस्य, विविध विद्याशाखांचे संचालक महोदय आणि सुवर्ण पदक प्राप्त विद्यार्थी यांच्या समवेत माननीय कुलपती महोदय तथा प्रमुख अतिथी प्रोफेसर कोळसकर सर यांच्यासोबत समूह छायाचित्र बाहेर काढलं जाईल आणि त्यानंतर या सर्व मान्यवरांचं माननीय कुलपती महोदयांच्या समवेत आणि आपल्या ज्ञानदंडाच्या समवेत या दीक्षांत समारंभाच्या स्थळी आगमन होईल. मी या शामियानाच्या आजूबाजूला उभ्या असलेल्या सर्व अभ्यागतांना विनंती करतो की कृपया आपण मधला पॅसेज हा रिकामा ठेवावा.
As you all can see, a group photo is being taken with Honorable Chancellor sir, Honorable Chief Guest, the members of Board of Management, Academic Council, Planning Board, school directors.
आपल्याला ठाऊक आहेच की माननीय कुलपती महोदय राधाकृष्णन सर, माननीय कुलगुरू प्रोफेसर संजीव सोनवणे सर, आपले प्रमुख अतिथी प्रोफेसर कोळसकर साहेब, कुलगुरू जोगेंद्र सिंह बिसेन, वित्त अधिकारी माननीय गोविंद कतलाकुटे, माननीय कुलपतींचे सचिव माननीय नारनवरे महोदय, त्याबरोबरच व्यवस्थापन मंडळाचे सदस्य गावित साहेब, भावे साहेब, त्याबरोबरच दास साहेब, माननीय संजीवनी महाले, संचालक कविता साळुंके, प्रोफेसर राम ठाकर सर, माननीय माधव पळशीकर सर, माननीय जयदीप निकम सर, माधुरी सोनवणे मॅडम, चेतना कांबळसकर मॅडम, सुरेंद्र पाटोळे सर, यासोबतच संचालक नागार्जुन वाडेकर सर, प्रकाश देशमुख सर, नितीन ठोके सर, सज्जन थूल सर, राजेंद्र वाघ, धनंजय बेळे विद्वत परिषदेचे, राजेश पांडे, लतिका गायकवाड, दयाराम पवार सर, विद्वत परिषदेचे महेश दाबक साहेब, संजय चाकणे सर, प्रकाश बर्वे या सर्वांचं इथं आगमन झालं आहे आणि दिंडीनं या मार्गानं आता व्यासपीठाकडे लवकरच मार्गक्रमण करणार आहेत. परीक्षा नियंत्रक माननीय भट्टूप्रसाद पाटील आणि कुलसचिव माननीय दिलीप भरड सर यांच्या उपस्थितीत ही दिंडी आता व्यासपीठाकडे लवकरच काहीच क्षणात दाखल होते आहे. सर्वांसाठी महत्वाची सूचना अशी आहे की काहीच क्षणात या विद्वत जनांची दिंडी या ठिकाणी येणार आहे. दिंडी मंडपात प्रवेश करत असताना आपण सर्वांनी उभं राहून दिंडीचं स्वागत करायचं आहे. सर्व विद्वत जन दिंडीनं व्यासपीठाकडे येतील आणि व्यासपीठावर स्थानापन्न झाल्यानंतरच आपण सर्वांनी आसनस्थ व्हायचं आहे. आता विद्वत जनांची दिंडी मंडपात प्रवेश करते. कृपया आपण सर्वांनी उभं राहायचं आहे. विद्वत जनांच्या दिंडीचं आगमन झालंय. आपण उभं राहून अभिवादन करतो आहोत.
तुम्ही बघू शकता आता विद्वत जनांची दिंडी मंडपात प्रवेश करीत आहे. कृपया आपण सर्वांनी उभे राहावे ही विनंती. या दिंडीत अग्रस्थानी आहेत ज्ञानदंडधारक माननीय परीक्षा नियंत्रक श्रीयुत भट्टू प्रसाद पाटील सर, विद्यापीठाचे माननीय कुलसचिव श्रीयुत दिलीप भरड सर, नियोजन मंडळाचे सन्माननीय सदस्य, विद्वत परिषदेचे सन्माननीय सदस्य, विद्याशाखांचे माननीय संचालक, व्यवस्थापन मंडळाचे सन्माननीय सदस्य, विद्यापीठाचे माननीय कुलगुरू प्राध्यापक डॉक्टर जोगेंद्र सिंग बिसेन सर, प्रमुख अतिथी आदरणीय प्राध्यापक डॉक्टर अशोक कोळसकर सर, विद्यापीठाचे माननीय कुलगुरू प्राध्यापक डॉक्टर संजीव सोनवणे सर, सन्माननीय कुलपती श्रीयुत CP राधाकृष्णन सर, या सर्वांचे या ठिकाणी आगमन होत आहे. कृपया आपण सर्वांनी या दिंडीचे स्वागत करूया. दिंडी आता पुनर्मंडित होत आहे. या दिंडीत अग्रस्थानी आहेत ज्ञानदंडधारक माननीय परीक्षा नियंत्रक श्रीयुत भट्टू प्रसाद पाटील सर, विद्यापीठाचे माननीय कुलसचिव श्रीयुत दिलीप भरड सर, विद्यापीठाचे माननीय कुलगुरू प्राध्यापक डॉक्टर संजीव सोनवणे सर, सन्माननीय कुलपती श्रीयुत CP राधाकृष्णन सर, विद्यापीठाचे माननीय कुलगुरू प्राध्यापक डॉक्टर जोगेंद्र सिंग बिसेन सर, प्रमुख अतिथी आदरणीय प्राध्यापक डॉक्टर अशोक कोळसकर सर, व्यवस्थापन मंडळाचे सन्माननीय सदस्य, विद्याशाखांचे माननीय संचालक यांचे व्यासपीठावरती आगमन होत आहे.
तिसाव्या दीक्षांत सोहळ्यासाठी माननीय कुलपती महोदय त्याबरोबरच प्रमुख अतिथी या सर्वांचं आगमन झालं आहे. आता या दीक्षांत सोहळ्याचा प्रारंभ हा राष्ट्रगीताने होईल. राष्ट्रगीत सुरू असताना आपण सर्वांनी उभं राहायचं आहे. राष्ट्रगीत.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा। विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा। तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे। गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
यानंतर महाराष्ट्र राज्यगीत होईल. महाराष्ट्र राज्यगीत सुरू असताना कृपया आपण सर्वांनी उभंच राहायचं आहे. महाराष्ट्र गीत.
सह्याद्रीचा सिंह गर्जतो शिवशंभू राजा।
दरी दरीतून नाद गुंजला महाराष्ट्र माझा।
जय महाराष्ट्र माझा गरजा महाराष्ट्र माझा।
काळ्या छातीवरी कोरली अभिमानाची लेणी।
ओलादी मनगटे खेळती खेळ जीव घेणी।
दारिद्र्याच्या उन्हात शिजला विठ्ठलाच्या धामाने भिजला। देश गौरवासाठी झिजला दिल्लीचेही दत्तगाणी महाराष्ट्र माझा। जय महाराष्ट्र माझा गरजा महाराष्ट्र माझा। जय जय महाराष्ट्र माझा।
यानंतर यशवंतराव चव्हाण महाराष्ट्र मुक्त विद्यापीठाचं गीत होईल. कृपया सर्वांनी उभं
एक प्रतिज्ञा असे आमुची ज्ञानाची साधना चिरंतन। ज्ञानाची साधना चिरंतन ज्ञानाची साधना। ज्ञान हेच संजीवन साऱ्या जगताच्या जीवना।
चिरंतन ज्ञानाची साधना
चिरंतन ज्ञानाची साधना। ज्योत जागवू सुजाणतेची सकलाच्या अंतरी। गीत निवारिल पठण तमाचे प्रभात सूर्या परी। ज्ञानक देऊळ ज्ञानक दैवत प्रगतीच्या पूजना।
चिरंतन ज्ञानाची साधना
चिरंतन ज्ञानाची साधना। नव्या गुणाचा नव्या जगाचा ज्ञान धर्म आहे। त्यातच आमच्या उजळ उद्याचे आश्वासन आहे। मुक्त करील तो परंपरेच्या बंदी घरातून मला।
चिरंतन ज्ञानाची साधना
चिरंतन ज्ञानाची साधना। हाच मंत्र नेईल आम्हाला दिव्य भविष्याकडे। न्याय नीतीचे असे नामुची ज्ञानाची साधना चिरंतन ज्ञानाची साधना चिरंतन ज्ञानाची साधना ज्ञान हेच संजीवन सारा जगताच्या जीवना
चिरंतन ज्ञानाची साधना
चिरंतन ज्ञानाची साधना
मी आदरणीय कुलपती महोदय तथा व्यासपीठावरील मान्यवरांना विनंती करतो की आपण कृपया स्थानापन्न व्हावं. सर्वांनी स्थानापन्न व्हायचंय.
Now, I kindly request Honorable Chancellor Sir to light the lamp.
आता माननीय कुलपती महोदयांच्या हस्ते दीपप्रज्वलन झालंय.
Now, I request respected Vice Chancellor of this university, Professor Sanjeev Sonade Sir, to felicitate Honorable Chancellor Sir, Shri C.P. Radhakrishnan Sir, by presenting a shawl, a bouquet, and a memento on this auspicious occasion.
माननीय कुलपती महोदयांचं इथं सत्कार होतोय, स्वागत होतोय.
Next. Now, I request Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir of this university, Professor Sonone Sir, to felicitate respected Chief Guest, Professor Dr. Ashok Kolaskar Sir, by presenting a shawl, a bouquet, and a memento on this occasion. Now, I again request Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir, Sonone Sir, to felicitate respected Dr. Prashant Narnavre Sir on this auspicious occasion. He is the Secretary to Honorable Governor. Thank you, sir. The Registrar of YCMU will request Honorable Chancellor Sir to declare the convocation open.
Honorable Chancellor Sir, may I humbly request you to start the proceedings of the 30th convocation.
Learned audience, I now declare open the proceedings of the 30th convocation.
यानंतर माननीय कुलगुरू प्रोफेसर संजीव सोनवणे सर यांना मी विनंती करतो की विद्यापीठाचं वैशिष्ट्यपूर्ण उपक्रम असलेला कार्याचा अहवाल सादर करावा.
Namaskar, Vande Mataram. For at this occasion of 30th convocation ceremony of Yeshwantrao Chauhan Maharashtra Open University, we are happy that our Chancellor and Governor of Maharashtra, Sri Radhakrishnan ji, is with us. Sir, welcome to YCMU. Professor Ashok Kolaskar, who really coined the word of bioinformatics in the area of biotechnology and life sciences. And then that discipline explodes in the globe and in India also. So he is now, he will address now the convocation address to all of us. With us, we have our Professor Bhave sir, Konkan University Vice Chancellor, who is a member of our Board of Management. Sri Nannavare Sarji is with us, our Pro Vice Chancellor. Registrar Dilip Bharat sir, and who has taken a lot of efforts to success this event, uh, Dr. Vatu Prasad Patil, who is the COE of this university. All our academic council member, all our board of management member, here the dignitaries from the Nasik city and fellow students who are graduating today of this Yeshwantrao Chavan Maharashtra Open University. Sir, this university's nature is totally different because we are working in a ODL mode, open and distance learning mode. And I will be happy to share with you that the more than 5 lakh students every year enrolled in this university. If we consider the enrollment of a Maharashtra, it is around 45 lakh and 11% enrollment GER we provide to the youths of Maharashtra who are not regularly attending unable to attend and pursue their higher education. But through the ODN mode, Yeshwantrao Chavan is contributing to the GER of Maharashtra and ultimately to the nation, which we want to achieve to the 50%. And today also, we are conferring the degrees to 1,39,218. This number itself indicates that so many universities does not have this type of graduation at the graduation ceremony. The new graduates are coming out with this higher number. It indicates that this is a mass university and people's university. And in that also 33 jailmates are awarding the degrees. Sir, we have a jailmate program also. In a jail, we have a study centers. And this convocation, 33 jailmates are awarding the graduates. They will be graduated. Also, we have more than 60 years of aging, around 2,000. They are completing their graduates. And also from these 5 lakh students, we are having a 7,000 students not really graduating but admitted in this year in the Naxalist area. And we had opened a learning center at the police station also, because if they are graduating, then they come into the mainstreaming. That is our aim, and that's for that purpose. This is also for the transgender, from the infants, from the visually impaired and jailmates. We are not charging any fees, and we want to make them in a mainstreaming. This is our one of the commitment with the university as a Nanaganga Garogari. So we are taking to them. Along with this, sir, this university having now 13 schools, and we are developing our learning material. The soul of this ODL is developing a learning material which the student is not there, but they read at their own convenience and study it and come to even previous our former chief minister and now deputy chief minister Eknath Rao Shinde is also our esteemed student of this university. Last year he had got the degree. This means that actually who are unable to pursue their regular higher education, this university is providing opportunity to them. And in this, we are fortunate that we have a Krishi Vigyan Kendra, 50 acres are farmed there. We are continuously expertising there. So many farmers benefited activities like mushroom training, then nursery management. And I would like to share with you, there are 500 tribal women. They are entrepreneurs in the mushroom production, and they have their own production company and selling company. They collect it and send it to the export quality button mushroom and the oyster mushroom, and their life has been changed. And this university is continuously taking efforts to change the tribals. We know your vision regarding the tribals, and you had gifted one university to Nasik also, tribal university. That in that line also, Yeshwantrao Chavan previously also working and contributing to mainstreaming the tribals in the mainstream. So this university also had a spread all over the Maharashtra, and 8 regional centers we are having. And through the 8 regional centers, we are providing learning support system, and 1,700 we have learning centers through that Saturday and Sunday, these students are coming and counseling how to study, books availability, their problems, and support to them to complete their education. With this, sir, we had launched a last month in January one program with our Honorable Agriculture Minister of India, Chauhan Saab, AI Literacy for Farmers online program, and 10,000 farmers are registered to it and benefiting to it. Our aim is that they should use advanced technology in their farm, and we are also here 1 acre farm we are developing, which will be totally controlled by the AI. Also with the cow stable, totally controlled with the AI system. That project is in. When that project will then at that time we will request you to witness it, come it and open it. So these are the things we are going on. The another one thing is that the one report of a Raghunath Shevgaonkar sir, who was a former vice chancellor and IIT director, he was appointed as the chairman of a committee for the digital university for Maharashtra, and this committee report had recommended that Yashwantrao Chavan Maharashtra University should be transformed into a digital university. So I also request you to that also government had sent a one letter to us, the detailed project report on converting and transforming this university into a digital university. That project is already had submitted to the higher education department. Our aim, if that university is come to realize it, I think our aim is that reach to next 3 years to 1 crore enrollment. That is our aim through the online education. And we have an excellent plan for that. Another thing is that the JN Petit had come to with us and MOU with us that the Wadhavan Bandar is coming out, and they had predicted that 10 lakh human capital will be needed for that bandar, and that port for that purpose also to the dry ports in the different parts of the Maharashtra. Who will manage that? And for that purpose, from the assistant drivers to the sailors, that type of courses, they in the MOU, we had signed the MOU, and we are establishing in a Palghar, a Yashwantrao Chavan and Wadhavan Bandar Training Institute. And through that, next 3 years, 1 lakh human capital will be created. And that will be very proud feeling to us that we are contributing to develop a human capital which will really work in the port, and that port will one of the important port which will be contributed to a nation building, and that's the aim to it. I am very happy to share with you, sir. This university was felicitated by Honorable Pradhanji for implementing a NAP 2020 successfully, and APAR number registration was the highest in India. And we are felicitated last year by at the Delhi, and this university is implementing NAP 2020. All the courses has been revised according to that, how that employability will be generated through it, and also with that, how the entrepreneurs will be developed so that they will provide the others the employment. In this line, sir, this university is working. When we have a one-to-one interaction, I will explain so many things. Now the time constraint is there, and at this occasion, I also congratulate who are going to be graduate through this university, and in future they will be spend their second of life to build this nation. Wishing best to them. Thank you and Jai Hind.
धन्यवाद सर. आता विविध विद्याशाखांचे संचालक क्रमानुसार आपापल्या विद्याशाखेअंतर्गत येणाऱ्या पदविका आणि पदव्या प्रदान कराव्यात अशी माननीय कुलपती महोदयांना विनंती करतील. त्यावेळी संबंधित विद्याशाखेच्या स्नातकांनी आपापल्या जागी उभे राहावे. मानव विद्या व सामाजिक शास्त्रे विद्याशाखेचे माननीय संचालक श्रीयुत नागार्जुन वाडेकर, स्कूल ऑफ ह्युमॅनिटीज अँड सोशल सायन्सेस, कृपया संबंधित विद्याशाखेच्या स्नातकांनी आपापल्या जागेवर उभे राहावे.
Honorable Chancellor, sir, I introduce and hereby present to you the students in the School of Humanities and Social Sciences who have been examined and found qualified for the Master of Arts in Marathi, Hindi, English, Urdu, Economics, and Public Administration Master of Library and Information Science, Bachelor of Library and Information Science, Bachelor of Arts at General and Special level, BA in Mass Communication and Journalism, BA in Consumer Services, BA in Police Administration, Advanced Diploma in Value and Spiritual Education, Diploma in Journalism and Mass Communication, Diploma in Dramatics, and Diploma in Gandhi Vichar Darshan. According to the decision taken by the university authorities, I request that the degrees and diplomas be conferred on those who are present and also on those who are absent, and as also on those otherwise eligible.
आता वाणिज्य व व्यवस्थापन विद्याशाखेचे माननीय संचालक डॉक्टर सुरेंद्र पाटोळे, स्कूल ऑफ कॉमर्स अँड मॅनेजमेंट, कृपया संबंधित विद्याशाखेच्या स्नातकांनी आपापल्या जागी उभे राहावे.
Honorable Chancellor, sir, I introduce and hereby present to you the students in the School of Commerce and Management who have been examined and found qualified for PhD, MBA, MBA in Public Policy Management, MCOM, BCom, BCom Cooperative Management, BBA Aviation Hospitality Travel and Tourism Management, Diploma in Cooperative Management, Diploma in Cooperative Management Banking, Diploma in Aviation Hospitality Travel and Tourism Management. According to the decision taken by the university authorities, I request you that degrees and diplomas be conferred on those who are present and also on those who are absent and as also on those otherwise eligible. Thank you.
आता शिक्षणशास्त्र विद्याशाखेच्या माननीय संचालिका प्राध्यापक डॉक्टर संजीवनी महाले, स्कूल ऑफ एज्युकेशन, कृपया संबंधित विद्याशाखेच्या स्नातकांनी आपापल्या जागी उभे राहावे.
Honorable Chancellor, sir, I introduce and hereby present to you the student in the School of Education who have been examined and found qualified for PhD, MA Education, B.Ed, B.Ed Special Education, degrees and diploma in school management. According to the decision taken by the university authorities, I request that degrees and diplomas be confirmed on those who are present and also on those who are absent and as also on those otherwise eligible. Thank you, sir.
आता कृषी विज्ञान विद्याशाखेच्या माननीय संचालिका प्राध्यापक डॉक्टर माधुरी सोनवणे, स्कूल ऑफ एग्रीकल्चरल सायन्सेस, कृपया संबंधित विद्याशाखेच्या स्नातकांनी आपापल्या जागी उभे राहावी विनंती.
Honorable Chancellor, sir, I introduce and hereby present to you the students in the School of Agricultural Sciences who have been examined and found qualified for BSc Horticulture, BSc Agriculture, Diploma in Fruit Production, Vegetable Production, Floriculture and Landscape Gardening, Horticulture, Agribusiness Management, and Agrojournalism. According to the decision taken by the university authorities, I request that the degrees and the diplomas be conferred on those who are present and also on those who are absent and as also on those otherwise eligible.
आता विज्ञान विद्याशाखेच्या माननीय संचालिका डॉक्टर चेतना कांबळस्कर, स्कूल ऑफ सायन्सेस, कृपया संबंधित विद्याशाखेच्या स्नातकांनी आपापल्या जागी उभे राहावे विनंती.
Present to you the students in the School of Sciences who have been examined and found qualified for PhD, MSc in Mathematics, MSc in Physics, Chemistry, Zoology, Botany, and Environmental Science, BArch, BSc, Diploma in Environmental Science, and Diploma in Statistics. According to the decision taken by the university authorities, I request that degrees and diplomas be conferred on those who are present and also on those who are absent and as also on those otherwise eligible. Thank you, sir.
आता संगणक शास्त्र विद्याशाखेचे माननीय संचालक श्रीयुत माधव पळशीकर, स्कूल ऑफ कम्प्युटर सायन्स, कृपया संबंधित विद्याशाखेच्या स्नातकांनी आपल्या जागी उभे राहावे ही विनंती.
Honorable Chancellor, sir, I introduce and hereby present to you the students in the School of Computer Science who have been examined and found qualified for MCA, BCA, BSc Computer System Administration, and BBA Business Process Management. And according to the decision taken by the university authorities, I request that degrees be conferred on those who are present and also on those who are absent and as also on those otherwise eligible.
आता निरंतर शिक्षण विद्याशाखेचे माननीय संचालक प्राध्यापक डॉक्टर जयदीप निकम, स्कूल ऑफ कंटिन्युइंग एज्युकेशन, कृपया संबंधित विद्याशाखेच्या स्नातकांनी आपापल्या जागी उभे राहावे ही विनंती.
Honorable Chancellor, sir, I introduce and hereby present to you the students in the School of Continuing Education who have been examined and found qualified for BSc Hospitality Studies, Media Graphics and Animation, Advanced Diploma in Hospitality Studies, Fashion Design, Interior Design, Diploma in Dramatics, Electrician and Domestic Appliances and Maintenance, Civil Supervisor, Event Management, Hospitality Studies, Fashion Design, uh, Fine Arts, Paintings, and Theatre. According to the decision taken by the university authorities, I request that degrees and diploma be conferred on those who are present and also on those who are absent and as also those otherwise eligible. Thank you.
आता आरोग्य विज्ञान विद्याशाखेचे माननीय संचालक प्राध्यापक डॉक्टर जयदीप निकम, स्कूल ऑफ हेल्थ सायन्सेस, कृपया संबंधित विद्याशाखेच्या स्नातकांनी आपापल्या जागी उभे राहावे विनंती.
Honorable Chancellor, sir, I introduce and hereby present to you the students in the School of Health Sciences who have been examined and found qualified for BSc Laboratory Technique, Medical Laboratory, Optometry, Advanced Diploma in Counseling and Mental Health, Diploma in Laboratory Technology, Yog Shikshak, and Medical Laboratory Technology. According to the decisions taken by the university authorities, I request that degrees and diploma be conferred on those who are present and also on those who are absent and as also on those otherwise eligible. Thank you, sir.
Now, the registrar will request Honorable Chancellor Sir to confer the diplomas, degrees, and PhD as presented by the directors of schools.
Honorable Chancellor, sir, may I request your order to confer the diplomas, degrees, postgraduate degrees, and PhD as presented by all school directors.
In my capacity as the Chancellor of this university and the authority thus vested in me, I accept the request made by the directors of the schools and confer upon all those graduating their respective diplomas and degrees.
थँक्यू सर. सर्व स्नातकांना महत्वाची सूचना अशी आहे की माननीय कुलपती महोदय आता आपणास उपदेश करतील आणि त्यासाठी आपण आपापल्या जागी उभं राहायचं आहे आणि माननीय कुलपती महोदयांचा उपदेश झाल्यानंतर त्यांना वंदन करून मग आसनस्थ व्हायचंय. आता सर्व स्नातकांनी आपापल्या जागेवर उभं राहायचंय.
Now, the registrar sir will request Honorable Chancellor Sir to deliver the exhortation.
Honorable Chancellor, sir, may I humbly request you to deliver the exhortation.
You have received your degrees and diplomas. On this occasion, in my capacity as the Chancellor of this university, I would like to exhort you to speak the truth, be righteous in your contact, don't neglect learning, don't get distracted from the truth, don't deviate from ethical behavior. Don't shy away from benevolent activities. Don't fail in this even for material gains. Don't undermine teaching. Refer your mother as God. Refer your father as God. Refer your teachers as God. Respect your nation more than the God. Perform only those acts that are free from evil, not others. Emulate only our best acts, not others. This is my request. This is my advice. Act accordingly and pray in this manner.
थँक्यू सर. सर्व स्नातकांनी माननीय कुलपती महोदयांना वंदन करून स्थानापन्न व्हावं.
Now, Controller of Examinations will request Honorable Chancellor Sir to award gold medals to the meritorious students.
Honorable Chancellor, sir, may I humbly request you to award gold medals to the meritorious students.
मानव विद्या व सामाजिक शास्त्र विद्याशाखा, स्कूल ऑफ ह्युमॅनिटीज अँड सोशल सायन्सेस.
गायकवाड प्रांजल प्रकाशराव, BA कला शाखेत प्रथम, यांना यशवंतराव चव्हाण सुवर्ण पदक प्रदान करण्यात येते.
Digital degree certificate with blockchain based QR code is handed over to her by the hands of Honorable Chancellor Sir on this occasion. As you can see,
थँक्यू सर. यानंतर घोरपडे नेहा अशोक, BA म्हणजे जनसंज्ञापन आणि पत्रकारिता, यांना ब्लूबर्ड इंडिया लिमिटेड सुवर्ण पदक प्रदान करण्यात येत आहे. घोरपडे नेहा अशोक.
नेक्स्ट वाणिज्य व व्यवस्थापन विद्याशाखा, स्कूल ऑफ कॉमर्स अँड मॅनेजमेंट.
उघडे सखाराम सन्या, MBA परीक्षेत प्रथम क्रमांक, यांना यशवंतराव चव्हाण सुवर्ण पदक प्रदान करण्यात येत आहे. उघडे सखाराम सन्या.
First in Master of Business Administration, Yashwantrao Chauhan Gold Medal goes to Ugde Sakharam Sanya. Next, Bagdi Rushikesh Jagdish, MCOM परीक्षेत प्रथम क्रमांक, यांना यशवंतराव चव्हाण सुवर्ण पदक प्रदान करण्यात येत आहे. बागडी ऋषिकेश जगदीश, फर्स्ट इन मास्टर ऑफ कॉमर्स, यशवंतराव चव्हाण गोल्ड मेडल.
यानंतर भांडेकर सुवर्ण अर्जुन, BCom परीक्षेत प्रथम क्रमांक, यांना यशवंतराव चव्हाण सुवर्ण पदक प्रदान करण्यात येत आहे. भांडेकर सुवर्ण अर्जुन.
She is first in Bachelor of Commerce, Yashwantrao Chauhan Gold Medal. Next, शिक्षण शास्त्र विद्याशाखा, स्कूल ऑफ एज्युकेशन, करडे शिवकन्या सुधाकर, शिक्षण शास्त्र स्नातक B.Ed परीक्षेत प्रथम क्रमांक, यांना ब्लूबर्ड इंडिया लिमिटेड सुवर्ण पदक प्रदान करण्यात येत आहे.
करडे शिवकन्या सुधाकर.
फर्स्ट इन बॅचलर ऑफ एज्युकेशन, ब्लूबर्ड इंडिया लिमिटेड गोल्ड मेडल. नेक्स्ट, विज्ञान विद्याशाखा, स्कूल ऑफ सायन्सेस, देशमुख मीरा आनंदराव, MSc फिजिक्स परीक्षेत प्रथम क्रमांक, यांना श्री राजाराम बापू पाटील सुवर्ण पदक प्रदान करण्यात येत आहे.
देशमुख मीरा आनंदराव. यांच्यानंतर देशकरी अनुश्री गणेशराव, MSc मॅथ्स परीक्षेमध्ये प्रथम क्रमांक, देशकरी अनुश्री यांना डॉक्टर विश्वनाथ कराड सुवर्ण पदक प्रदान करण्यात येत आहे. अनुश्री देशकर.
She is first in MSc Mathematics, Dr. Vishwanath Karad Gold Medal goes to her. Next, संगणक शास्त्र विद्याशाखा, स्कूल ऑफ कम्प्युटर सायन्स, दुबे श्रेयस ओम प्रकाश, BCA परीक्षेत प्रथम क्रमांक, यांना यशवंतराव चव्हाण सुवर्ण पदक प्रदान करण्यात येत आहे.
दुबे श्रेयश ओम प्रकाश. धन्यवाद सर.
I request all the dignitaries on the dais to please be seated.
यानंतर आजच्या या 30व्या दीक्षांत समारंभाचे प्रमुख अतिथी माननीय प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर अशोक कोळसकर महोदयांना मी विनंती करतो की आपण दीक्षांत भाषण करावं. माननीय प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर अशोक कोळसकर.
नमस्कार. आपल्या मराठी भाषेला अभिमत भाषेचा दर्जा काही महिन्यापूर्वीच मिळालाय आणि म्हणून मी ठरवलं आहे की आज दीक्षांत समारंभाच्या वेळेला थोडंफार मराठीत बोलेन, कारण आपले कुलपती यांना सुद्धा काही गोष्टी मी जे बोलतो आहेत ते समजाव्या म्हणून मधून इंग्रजीमध्ये सुद्धा काही बोलणार आहे. या पदवीदान समारंभाचे अध्यक्ष भूषवित असलेले महाराष्ट्र राज्याचे राज्यपाल आणि यशवंतराव चव्हाण मुक्त विद्यापीठाचे कुलपती माननीय श्री CP राधाकृष्णन, विद्यापीठाचे कुलगुरू प्राध्यापक संजीव सोनवणे, प्रकुलगुरू डॉक्टर बिसेन, बाबासाहेब सावंत कृषी विद्यापीठ दापोलीचे कुलगुरू डॉक्टर भावे, आपल्या कुलपतींचे सेक्रेटरी, व्यवस्थापन मंडळाचे सदस्य, कुलसचिव श्री दिलीप भरड आणि परीक्षा नियंत्रक BP पाटील, तसेच या विद्यापीठाच्या विविध प्राधिकरणाचे सदस्य, पदवीदान समारंभास उपस्थित पाहुणे, विद्यापीठातील शिक्षक आणि शिक्षकेतर कर्मचारी आणि माझे प्रिय विद्यार्थी मित्र आणि त्यांचे अभिमानी पालक, येथे उपस्थित असलेल्या तसेच ऑनलाईन उपस्थित असलेल्या पदवी प्राप्त केलेल्या विद्यार्थ्यांना व त्यांच्या पालकांना संबोधताना मला खूप आनंद होतोय, तसेच अभिमान सुद्धा वाटतोय. मला हा सन्मान दिल्याबद्दल मी कुलपती राधाकृष्णन आणि कुलगुरू प्राध्यापक सोनवणे यांच्या मनापासून आभार मानतो. Today's day is not just the celebration, but it is also a day where we are now looking at how these students have worked very hard and their parents have supported them to achieve their degrees and goals. आणि म्हणूनच हा समारंभ हा शिक्षणाच्या शक्तीवर असलेल्या दृढ विश्वासाचा, त्यासाठी दाखवल्या जाणाऱ्या चिकाटीचा सोहळा आहे असे मला वाटते. येणारे सर्व अडथळे पार करत, जबाबदाऱ्या सांभाळत, चिकाटीने आपले शैक्षणिक उद्दिष्ट साध्य करण्यासाठी तुम्ही इथपर्यंतचा प्रवास केला आहे. या 30व्या दीक्षांत समारंभात पदवीधर होणाऱ्या प्रत्येक विद्यार्थ्यांचे आणि त्यासाठी त्यांना त्यांचे ध्येय गाठण्यासाठी सर्व प्रकारची मदत करणाऱ्या त्यांच्या पालकांचे व नातेवाईकांचे मी अभिनंदन करतो. आपण आत्ताच ऐकले की कुलगुरूंनी अनेक नवीन उपक्रम या विद्यापीठामध्ये सुरू केलेले आहेत आणि त्या जेणेकरून समाजातल्या सर्व थरातील लोकांना शिक्षण त्यांच्या घरी बसून त्यांना मिळणार आहे आणि ते सुद्धा जास्त फीस न देता. म्हणूनच YCMOU, the Open University, is a beacon of opportunities, ensuring that education remains accessible to all, regardless of age, background, or circumstances. Many of you have pursued your studies while working on farms, taking care of families, or overcoming economic hardships. Your presence here, physically or online, is the proof that learning knows no barriers and that determination can turn aspirations into achievement. And I remember Swami Vivekananda once said, "Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached." This quote resonates with your journey. You have not let the circumstances define you. Rather, you have defined your destiny with perseverance and passion. And that is why I said that I feel proud to be here. It's customary that when one gives the convocation address, one has to advise, though I don't like. But since I'm standing here to give the convocation address, I will add few things which are not so natural, not normally said during the convocation address, but since my colleague Professor Sonone will not like me to all the time talking about something which is not customary and he likes to follow certain traditions, I thought I will continue with that to a certain extent. Having said this, I don't want the students to just say that you have a bright future, you will get success, work hard, work with your passion, and so on and so forth. Remember, as you go outside the world from these four walls of education institution and start your new life, you are going to face the problems. You are going to fall down. The path is not going to be a straight upward path, even if you work hard, even if you work sincerely. And that's where comes your perseverance. You will fall down, but you have to get up. You will face difficulties, but you have to face those in such a fashion that you can come out of it and start working again. And it is here that all of us, those who are sitting on this dais, can tell you that we might have reached these positions, but each one of us have to go through many, many difficulties. And I will tell you a few of those which I have faced during my life as we go along. मला तुमच्या कंट्रोल ऑफ एक्झामिनेशननी सांगितलं की बरेचसे तुम्ही ग्रामीण भागातील आहात. तुम्हाला खूप आव्हानांना सामोरे जात तुम्ही इथपर्यंत पोहोचला आहात याची मला जाणीव आहे. कारण मी लहान असताना माझे पूर्ण शिक्षण ग्रामीण भागातील शाळेमध्ये झालेले आहे आणि त्या सुद्धा गव्हर्नमेंटच्या शाळा. कारण माझे वडील हे रेल्वेमध्ये क्लार्क होते. मला आठवतं की वाशिममध्ये मी प्राथमिक शाळेचा विद्यार्थी असताना शाळेत पोहोचण्यासाठी मला दररोज कमीत कमी 5 मैल चालावे लागायचे. कारण त्यावेळेला वाशिम ते अकोला आणि अकोला ते हिंगोली ह्या रेल्वे मार्ग टाकण्याचे काम आणि रेल्वे स्टेशन उभारण्याचे काम सुरू होते आणि वडिलांची तिथे पोस्टिंग होती आणि आम्हाला तिथल्या क्वार्टर्समध्ये राहावं लागलं. माझ्या घरापासून शाळेकडे जाणारा रस्ता हा शेतांमधून काळ्या मातीतून जात होता. त्यामुळे रात्रभर जर पाऊस पडला आणि दुसऱ्या दिवशी सकाळी शाळेत जायचं असलं की हमखास आम्ही त्या शेतात चिखलात फसायचो आणि मग कितीही प्रयत्न केले तरी बाहेर निघू शकत नव्हतो. शेवटी कामावर येणारे जे कामगार होते ते आम्हाला हात धरून वर करायचे, बाहेर काढायचे आणि त्या शेताच्या बाहेर नेऊन ठेवायचे आणि मग आम्ही शाळेत पोहोचायचो. आणि बहुतेक वेळेला उशिरा शाळेत पोहोचलो म्हणून शिक्षकांकडून अर्थातच जो काही त्यावेळची जी पद्धत होती त्याप्रमाणे आम्हाला ती भोगावी लागायचं. घरी परतताना सुद्धा कित्येक वेळेला त्या शहरात त्यावेळेला खूप माकड असायचे आणि ते आम्हाला त्रास द्यायचे. कारण लहान मुलं म्हटले की थोडंफार त्या माकडांना तुम्ही त्रास देणारच आणि मग ते आम्हाला त्रास द्यायचे आणि मग त्यातून बाहेर येण्याकरता पुन्हा कोणाची तरी मदत घ्यावी लागायची. तसेच त्या काळात घरात वीज नव्हती. एका कंदिलाच्या प्रकाशात आम्ही भाऊ बहिणी अभ्यास करायचो. शिक्षण घेताना अशा अनेक आव्हानांना मला तोंड द्यावे लागले आणि मला माहीत आहे की आज तुमच्यापैकी ज्यांनी उत्कृष्ट कामगिरी केलेली आहे त्यांनी सुद्धा अशाच वेगवेगळ्या आव्हानांना तोंड दिले असेल. पण अशा आव्हानांना तोंड देतानाच मनामध्ये पक्का विचार येतो की नाही, मला शिकायचं आहे, मला मोठं व्हायचं आहे आणि मला यश मिळवायचं आहे. त्यातूनच मी सुद्धा ते ठरवून आज इथे उभा आहे आणि मला सुद्धा आज ज्या विद्यार्थ्यांना गोल्ड मेडल मिळाले आहेत तसेच एका वेळेला गोल्ड मेडल्स मिळाले होते. मी म्हणूनच या सर्व गोल्ड मेडल मिळवलेल्या विद्यार्थ्यांचं मनापासून हार्दिक अभिनंदन करतो. मला तुम्हाला पुन्हा एकच गोष्ट सांगायची आहे की हे गोल्ड मिळालेलं यश फक्त तुमच्यापुरतंच नाही, तर तुमच्या समुदायातील इतरांनाही प्रेरणा देणारे आहे आणि म्हणून तुम्हाला त्या दृष्टीने सुद्धा बघितलं पाहिजे. One more thing I would like to remind you as you are entering into the new life. Most of the time, we students, those who come from the rural areas, एक प्रकारचा न्यूनगंड असतो. But I want to tell you that you are as good as any student from a well-established urban university, if not better. The ability to learn, think, create, and innovate is not determined by geography. Do not let anyone make you feel inferior because of where you come from. Your hard work, intelligence, and adaptability have brought you here, and they will take even further. Believe in yourself and know that your dreams are just as valid and achievable as anyone else's. Having said this, let me tell you that today's world, it's changing very fast. You have to therefore be ready for adoption and adapting continuous new things and learning. The ability to thrive through the self-learning that you have learned now, and your professional and personal lives will become better because of that. We face new challenges, and therefore we have to continuously change. If you look at my example, I have done my MSc in physics, then changed to molecular biophysics for my PhD at Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. And then afterwards, as Dr. Sonawne mentioned, I established and carried out research in bioinformatics and biotechnology. The subject bioinformatics, I started from scratch and have established several centers in the world. I could achieve this success not only because of my hard work, but because of strong foundations in mathematics and physics. I'm mentioning this because as you will be working in a multidisciplinary areas, you need strong foundation in at least one subject, and thus your today's degree will be immensely useful for future growth. आपण सगळ्यांनी बघितलं आहे आणि बघतो आहेत की आज फार वेगाने संशोधन आणि टेक्नॉलॉजीजमुळे जग बदलत आहे. त्यातल्या काही महत्वाच्या ज्या एरिया ज्याच्यामुळे आपलं पूर्ण जीवन आणि सोशल फॅब्रिक्स बदलत आहेत, त्या जर मला म्हणायच्या असतील तर एक तर म्हणजे जे आपण नेहमी ऐकतो आजकाल वर्तमानपत्रात ते आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजन्स और AI, इंटरनेट ऑफ थिंग्स, रोबोटिक्स, computer hardware, mainly due to the quantum computing, biotechnology and bioinformatics, and space technologies. These are some of the areas which are changing our life. I would like to take just one example of AI to show how it is going to change and changing our whole life. It's revolutionizing not just agriculture, but healthcare, education, and businesses. Precision farming using AI-driven tools help farmers make informed decisions about soil health, irrigation, and the crop cycles. In the rapidly changing climate conditions, these tools are essential for our farmers to increase the production by optimizing water usage, pest management, etc. Similarly, healthcare is witnessing the rise of AI-powered diagnostics, making medical services available even in the remotest corners of our country. With AI-driven educational platforms, learning has transcended geographical barriers, offering opportunities like never before. AI-driven digital banking solutions and e-commerce platforms are opening up new opportunities in rural areas. And this reminds me of what Mahatma Gandhi said. He said that the future depends on what we do in the present. And that's why we have to be ready and get adapted for this. Having talked about the AI, let me move to my subject, biotechnology and bioinformatics. It is reshaping completely medicine, food productions, and even environmental conservation. Innovations such as drought and pest-resistant crops, conversion of C3 to C4 plants. I'm sure those of you here who are with the botany background or agriculture background can understand this. We are now able to do that, making them more efficient in photosynthesis, and other advancements in biotechnology are making it possible to develop sustainable farming techniques, which have a direct impact on our food security and the livelihood of millions. विद्यार्थ्यांनो, बायोटेक्नॉलॉजी, बायोइन्फॉर्मॅटिक्स आणि आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजन्स याच्या टूल्स ह्या एकमेकांशी इतक्या इंटरट्वाइंड आहेत की त्यामुळे खूपशा गोष्टी एका कोणत्याही डिसिप्लिन मध्ये जरी बदलल्यात तरी दुसऱ्या डिसिप्लिन मध्ये त्याचा इफेक्ट आपल्याला लगेच दिसतो. आपण बघतो आहे की आज बायो इंजिनिअरिंगनी न्यू टाइप्स ऑफ फूड्स अँड फर्टिलायझर्स आर बीइंग मॅन्युफॅक्चर्ड. तुम्ही जर आज बाजारात गेलात तर तुम्हाला हॅमबर्गर हे हॅम पासून नसतं तर फॅक्टरीमध्ये तयार केलेलं हॅमबर्गर अगदी सुरुवातीपासून, आणि त्याची चव, त्याचं स्ट्रक्चर सगळं पॅरलल हॅमबर्गर सारखं असतं, ते तुम्हाला मिळतं. आणि अशाच सारख्या नवीन फूड्स आता मार्केटमध्ये यायला लागलेले आहेत. Understanding these and many other advancements and embracing them will not only prepare you for future careers, but also enable you to bring these benefits to your communities. The world is no longer divided into rural and urban, because the technology has made it a global village, and we all are part of this village, about which you understand much better and thus have the advantage as compared to the urban people. world values in this knowledge era, problem solvers who can bring fresh perspectives and real world solutions. म्हणजे फक्त थिअरी माहीत असून काही फायदा नाही. तर तुम्हाला जे काही आपल्याला प्रश्न असतात त्या प्रश्नांना उत्तरं शोधून ते उत्तरं अंमलात आणले पाहिजेत की जेणेकरून आपल्या कम्युनिटीचा फायदा होईल. आणि त्याच करता मला तुम्हाला कळकळीचं सांगणं आहे, विनवणी आहे की तुम्ही स्वतःवर विश्वास ठेवा आणि तुमच्या ॲबिलिटीज बद्दल कधीही डाऊट न घेता नवीन नवीन गोष्टी शिकण्याकरता नेहमी तयार राहा. कारण the job market of tomorrow is going to be very different than today. Traditional jobs are evolving and new careers paths are emerging. While urban centers may appear to offer more opportunities, your strength lies in applying new modern technologies in rural settings. With access to digital resources, cloud computing, AI, you can become change maker in your community. Thus, rural India being on the brink of transformation, instead of moving away in search of opportunities, bring opportunities to where you are. With digital platforms, remote work, and entrepreneurial ventures, you can drive progress right from your hometown. आणि असे खूप खूप उदाहरणं देता येतील भारतातले आणि भारताच्या बाहेरचे सुद्धा. सो बी द वन्स हू इंट्रोड्यूस स्मार्ट फार्मिंग प्रॅक्टिसेस, सस्टेनेबल बिझनेसेस अँड टेक ड्रिव्हन सोल्युशन टू युअर कम्युनिटीज. मला अजून एक गोष्ट तुम्हाला सांगायची आहे ती म्हणजे ज्या वेळेला आपण हे टेक्नॉलॉजिकल ॲडव्हान्सेस बघतो आहे आणि ह्या टेक्नॉलॉजिकल ॲडव्हान्सेसमुळे त्यात समजण्याकरता आणि त्याचा वापर करण्याकरता सारखा प्रयत्न करतो. उदाहरणच घ्यायचं झालं तर आज सगळ्यांकडे सेलफोन्स आहेत आणि आपण आज सेलफोनवर सोशल मीडियाच्या थ्रू जवळजवळ दिवसातले कित्येक तास वाया घालवतो किंवा वापरतो. वाया घालवतो असं मी म्हणणार नाही, पण त्याचा उपयोग करतात एका वेगळ्या प्रकारे. तर त्यामुळे आपल्या दोस्तांशी, आपल्या नातेवाईकांशी, आपल्यापेक्षा जे एल्डर्स आहेत त्यांच्याशी रिलेशन जे आहेत ते अगदीच संपत आल्यासारखे झालेले आहेत. आणि म्हणून मी तुम्हाला रिक्वेस्ट करेन की तुम्ही तुमच्या जवळचे जे काही दोस्त मित्र आहेत त्यांच्याबरोबरचे तुमची ह्युमन रिलेशन्स तोडू नकात आणि ते तसेच अधिक जोमाने पुढे न्या. माझी तर तुम्हाला सर्व ग्रॅज्युएट्सना विनंती आहे की आत्ता तुम्ही एक पेपर घ्या, पेन घ्या आणि त्या पेपरवर आणि पेनवर तुमचे जे कोणी शिक्षक असतील ज्यांनी तुम्हाला मदत केली त्यातलं एक नाव लिहून त्यांना एक 10 ओळीचं पत्र लिहा. ते पत्र पाकिटात बंद करा, त्याच्यावर स्टॅम्प लावा आणि ते आजच पोस्ट करा. आणि यापुढे दर महिन्याला एका अशा व्यक्तीला की ज्यांनी तुमच्या आयुष्यामध्ये थोडाफार बदल केलेला आहे, त्यांच्याशी तुमचे रिलेशन्स आहेत, त्यांना असे पत्र पाठवत जा आणि मग पहा कसं होतं तुमचं जीवन. Once again, I congratulate all the graduates and say that the future is yours to create. Go forth with confidence and may achieve the greatness. Thank you.
Hello. Thank you very much, sir. The registrar will request Honorable Chancellor, sir, to deliver the presidential address.
Honorable Chancellor, sir, may I humbly request you to deliver the presidential address.
I touch and salute the holy feet of Bharata Mata, the most powerful and the most merciful. आज येथे उपस्थित सर्वांना माझा नमस्कार. Professor Sanjeev Sonawane, Vice Chancellor Yashwantrao Chauhan, Maharashtra Open University, Professor Ashok Keleskar, former Vice Chancellor Savitribai Phule, Pune University, Dr. Jokendra Singh Bisan, Pro Vice Chancellor, Professor Sanjay Bave, Vice Chancellor of Dr. Bala Saheb Sawant Kogan Krishi Vidyabid, and Sri Dilip Barhede, Registrar, and Sriman Badu Prasad Patil ji, Controller of Examinations, officers of the university, members of Board of Management, Academic Council, and the Planning Board, members of the faculty, officers, and administration staff of our university, and the dignitaries who have been invited. And my dear students and Bhai Begno, sabko namaskar. I am very happy to be with you on this joyous occasion of the 30th convocation ceremony of the university in the neat and clean campus. That I appreciate. They are taking every effort to keep the university neat and clean. Today is an important day when we celebrate the remarkable achievements of the graduating class of Yashwantrao Chauhan Maharashtra Open University. I am proud that our university, because of its important work of reaching out the non-reachables. I was pleased to know that the campus of this university is not only a place of learning, but also shining example of sustainability. I am told our university is an energy efficient, green and eco-friendly campus. I congratulate the university for installing a solar power plant and for making the campus self-sufficient in electricity needs. That is a great expense that has been met out, and that too through a eco-friendly way. That I am appreciating all your sincere efforts. We are living in a time when the world is changing at an unprecedented pace. The fastness is increasing every day. The changes are coming every day. The open and the distance learning have proved to be a beacon of hope, offering flexible, accessible, and personalized education for all. Open and distance learning has revolutionized the way education is approached. We have seen so many students from every walks of life who are, in spite of their busy schedule of engaging elsewhere, they have concentrated on the studies and they have come out with a colorful success. And it has facilitated democratization of education, making it accessible to large majority who were left out of the higher education stream due to variety of reasons that cannot be very particularly say this is the reason that so many people have left. There are so many reasons, but our university is finding one single solution for all these reasons, and that is has to be appreciated.
With the advent of digital technology, internet, and interactive tools, students can access lectures, study materials, and assessments from anywhere in the world. Distance education is flexible. Every student has a different pace of learning. Here they can study at their own pace. Affordability is another advantage of open and distance learning. As it was mentioned by our VC, that even from the police station, not only from the police station, you should try to get students even from the jails. Because education will reform anybody. Those who have educated, they don't realize the benefits of the education. They should talk to the uneducated person, then they can realize the importance of education. When we are having something in our hand, we don't feel the importance of it. When you don't have, you will feel for it and you are longing to know about that. That is human psychology. So we should always understand that education is the only key which will open the gates for development. As an individual, as a society, as a state, as a country, without knowledge, there is no more development. The dream of achieving 50% enrollment in higher education in India by 2036 can be realized only by harnessing the power of open and the distance learning. I was happy that the university is today presenting degrees to housewives, workers who had to abandon their studies to support their families, and even, as I said, not only from the police station, even from the jails, the prisoners. This is the strength of open and distance learning, its ability to reach the most marginalized and the most far-flung individuals. In the years to come, the university will have constantly innovate to remain relevant and useful to the young and old learners. We must explore and adopt models of open and distance learning followed by universities worldwide. As it was mentioned by our chief guest today, we must think of introducing innovative programs that cater to both academic and professional aspirations. Today, almost all well-known universities like Harvard, Stanford, Oxford, and Cambridge, and even the league universities offer open and distance learning programs. Of course, their fees will be very, very high, and almost our fees is almost nil compared to that. Many of our own universities also have their own open and distance learning programs. It is therefore utmost necessary that we offer the students the best programs at the most affordable cost. Our programs must help students make a living and enhance their incomes and make their future much brighter than now. As the governor, I often meet ambassadors, parliamentarians, and councils of various countries. Many advanced countries of the world, especially the countries that are aging, are looking for skilled manpower. When I was discussing with our VC while coming to this hall, he said we are giving lot of training programs and 3 months programs, 6 months programs, and 1 year program for the farmers also. The Italian ambassador told me they need 1 million workers only for picking the grapes from the plants. 1 million workers. That means world is in need of manpower, and we must try to encash it. This shift will not only make students more employable, but will also empower them to pursue entrepreneurship, ultimately contributing to the vision of Viksit Bharat by 2047. How Viksit Bharat is possible? It is possible only by the contribution of everyone. Whether he is a housewife, whether he is an ordinary worker, whether he is an entrepreneur, whether he is a multi-giant corporate company, all these things have to contribute. Otherwise, it will be never possible to achieve the #1 status economically in the world. And I am sure, and I am very happy to note that the government of Maharashtra has tasked the university with transforming itself into the state digital university. I will persuade the government and I will follow with the government. Our fund requirement will be met out, and our university is going to be the state's digital university at the earliest time. We must continue our efforts to offer education to the students in local languages too. The university must also increase its School Connect program to ensure that the maximum number of deserving students from financially weaker sections of the society to join for higher education stream. I am happy to note that the university has forged collaboration with the Jawaharlal Nehru Port Authority for providing skills to the youth in Palghar district. Palghar district will soon have India's biggest deep sea port. That is going to be the deepest seaport of India. That means the maximum benefit is going to come for the farmers of our country. That is going to be well connected with the international sea route. That is going to be the shortest connectivity with the international sea route. And Dubai will be well get connected. And all our vegetable, all our farm product will reach the Arabian countries with much ease and quicker. And AI literacy program to farmers in Maharashtra. This is a great initiative taken by our university. And in that program, our university is working with the Commonwealth Educational Media Center for Asia. And this program, you should make it very, very successful. And our concentration should be on this program that will bring new technology in learning. I am happy to note our university has introduced a dual degree facility as part of our new National Education Policy, NEP 2020. It will allow students to pursue a second degree alongside their regular studies. And when our VC was telling, even our Deputy CM of Maharashtra, Sindhyaji, is the student of our university. That is motivating me that I may become the student of our Open University, because learning, you should never stop. If you stop learning, from that day onwards, we become a stagnant human being. Our mind should never become stagnant. It should be always thinking fast and thinking along with the changes it is taking place in the world and in and around us. I congratulate the university for its good work and do hope that the same will be sustained and it will start serving lakhs and lakhs of poor sections of the society to get more education. I congratulate all the graduating students and wish them a bright future. Bahut bahut dhanyavad. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Maharashtra.
Thank you very much, sir. Now, the registrar will humbly request Honorable Chancellor, sir, to declare the conclusion of the convocation.
Honorable Chancellor, sir, I request you to declare the conclusion of the proceedings of the 30th convocation.
I declare that the proceedings of the 30th convocation get completed and concluded.
धन्यवाद सर. आता राष्ट्रगीतासाठी सर्वांनी उभं राहायचं आहे, ही नम्र विनंती.
जय जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
आता व्यासपीठावरील विद्वान दिंडीने बाहेर जातील. दिंडी मंडपाबाहेर जाईल तोपर्यंत आपण सर्वांनी उभे राहावे ही विनंती.
आपण सर्व या दीक्षांत समारंभासाठी आलात त्याबद्दल आपणा सर्वांचं यशवंतराव चव्हाण महाराष्ट्र मुक्त विद्यापीठाच्या वतीनं मनपूर्वक आभार मानतो.
आपण सर्वजण या ठिकाणी आलात त्याबद्दल आपण सर्वांचे मनपूर्वक आभार.